Good evening, folks. I am Ridwan Kareem. So I'm a Muslim brown economist who is now increasingly trying to identify himself as a comedian. I was here last week and I had my Muslim hat on and I took you Islamophobic bastards to task. Let me be very clear though, I was not violent. Just violently abusive. I'm like the Catholic grandmother version of a Muslim. Which probably also explains why nobody wants to sit beside me on a subway. Perhaps. But today I'm going to have my brown hat on. A brown hat would actually come in very handy, you know. I was mistaken as an African American the other day. To be fair to her, I was eating fried chicken at the time. She's a disgusting racist. Or a tad colorblind, I'm not sure yet. But I'm actually from Bangladesh. So I'm from the relatively healthier portion of the Indian subcontinent. India is like the United States of America, of the Indian subcontinent, where people like Trump actually does get elected. And Pakistan is just the Mexico we want to build a wall around. Any Pakistanis in the crowd? You're here? Awesome. I like you, man, but I do have a message for you. Apologize, you tosser. Apologize for the 1971 genocide. While you're at it, give us our money back, dude. I realize I'm going to sound a lot like Trump talking to Mexicans, so I'm going to stop right here. I have a lot of Pakistani friends, okay? They love me. They love me. In my case, it's actually true. So I have this friend of mine from Bangladesh who is also the same shade of brown as me. She's actually going out with a white guy now. More power to her. But it's a pity because I had a crush on her a few years ago. But apparently I'm not white enough for her. I don't get it. I like sushi. And I like dabbling into Eastern religions too. White folks, you really gotta get something of your own. And Jesus, peace be upon him, does not count. He's one of us. He's as brown as the brownest Bangladeshi. So I asked this friend of mine who's going out with this white guy, how do you get a white person to go out with you? And I kid you not, this is what she said. She said, hamburgers and steak. She must know what she's talking about. It's great drink for us African Americans. It's curry for us Bangladeshis. Or pretty much any food for us Bangladeshis. We're not too picky. If it goes in and out, then you're in. And out, ad nauseum. For me personally, you might not even need any food. I am very amenable to being lured, ladies. So for my last minute, I'm going to put on my economist hat on and I'll leave you guys with this. So somehow, about a month ago, I've become a PhD candidate in economics. I'm like a candidate in the mold of Ben Carson. I have no idea what I'm doing here or how I got here. And I'm just waiting for them to put me out of my misery so I can finally take a nap. I'm also the token brown guy in my cohort. Some similarities in that regard too. But no, my department is amazing. Plenty of really great people there. I do have a small complaint. Some people are not terribly politically correct in my department. And this is just a pet peeve of mine, but just do not use the word fucktard. Just no. It means fucking retard. It's not acceptable in this day and age. So I use a variant. If you happen to be a huge bastard, you are a hugtard. That is politically acceptable and it sounds cuddly too. If you happen to be a fucking hugtard, you are a fucktard, and that is also politically acceptable, etymologically speaking. You gotta be sensitive with your slurs, man. You just gotta be sensitive with your slurs. And because I am sensitive with my slurs, I guess what I'm really saying is that I am the antithesis of the Catholic grandmother version of a Muslim. And that is how you complete the circle. Thanks a lot, folks. You've been awesome. I'll be back again. Thank you. So, vitamin C.